As far as my eye can see, there are pairs of ducks way, way out. Isn't it romantic? Every now and then there's a little bit of a scuffle over a female.
This week at the cottage, thoughts on marriage and a little redecorating.
It's like I've had enough of that. You guys, stop toying with me. Chance, you're the cutest thing ever. Rosy slippers. Wow.
They're awesome.
Yeah, they are. Keep your feet warm, your ankles warm.
These things will last to the day I die.
Well, you know, honey, none of us knows the day we die. I guess if you're gone tomorrow, I might be able to. Where are they from? Might be able to sell them on Marketplace.
LL Bean. Yeah.
They're in good shape. Take your slippers very seriously.
I do. Now that I get cold feet.
It's the first time in your life you've ever had cold feet?
Yep.
Really?
Not even.
Wasn't even when you married me? You didn't get cold feet?
Unfortunately, that came after. It's like, now what do I do?
Oh.
I've only regretted it a few times.
Yes, me too. Maybe a few more.
Well, we decided to have a date day and spend some time in this little tiny town of Lindenville, New York, which is not far from where we live at the lake. We started at the Weber Hotel Little Market Cafe Bistro and had a breakfast sandwich, and then wandered over to the library. They have a little book shed that you can go into and purchase used books. You can buy a whole bag full for $2. I found this one book and couldn't find the can to put the money in, so I went over to the actual library and I paid up when I got there. Behind this little public library is where the swans return year after year to nest and fledge their young.
Only regretting it a few times in 26 years.
Well, neither of us are perfect.
No, that's for sure.
I think one of the biggest things is, here's how to make a marriage last. Oh, a lot of forgiveness. Learning when to keep your mouth shut. Being willing to apologize. It's funny because when you think about, even when you're younger, like some of the things that are worth fighting about, or so like have to make a point, or after a while it's like, really? And does it really matter if I'm right? And I'm mostly saying that for you, because I try to be.
You're right 99% of the time.
Well, I don't know.
I'm right
that.
about 49% of the time.
Oh, that math does not add up. Well, you got to have love, joy, peace, patience, kindness. It's all the fruit of the Spirit.
These swans come back year after year, and they are just a beautiful sight to behold. Here's a sight to behold. There's a new pizza place in town, and we're getting it for dinner tonight.
There's a little church thrift store here in Lindenville, so let's go check it out. This is JR, always looking for a shot glass, even at the church thrift stores. Yeah, did you find any? This is not a shot glass, dear.
Well, maybe
he
for
found
you.
These. Oh. Do I want it? No. Oh my gosh, look what I just found. I can't believe it. I think we should get it. Yeah.
I have to confess, for JR and I, one of our very favorite things to do is to go thrifting and antiquing.
But that little thrift store situation there was a little surprise.
Yeah, it was.
We always end up having lots of laughs. Yeah, so this is how we make it work. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, and laughter.
This is a family-friendly channel.
Don't distract me, I'm driving.
I've convinced JR to go out to a barn on the outside of Lindenville.
He's my wife, so she isn't mad at me all day because we didn't do
Well, we couldn't find the barn, so that was a bust, the great barn bust. But we did find a place that had mulch that we can have delivered. So I think next we'll stop at the Amish market and greenhouse, check out what's going on there. Maybe grab some fried pies. That's really pretty. Would we wouldn't put something like that out there? Or? And we're gonna go in the market, get ourselves a couple of fried pies.
Yes, this actually happened. There were no fried pies, but I did get a free apple fritter. On Tuesday, JR left for Chicago for a week to go visit his daughter and her husband and our grandsons. I'm really happy that he got to have this time away, but you know what happens here when the cat's away, the mice will play, and this mama mouse was ready to play. Miss Shirley blesses us all with fresh eggs from her girls every week. So I decided to make some deviled eggs to have on hand for breakfast and snacks.
I found 2 slip-covered chairs at Goodwill. I just happened to stop in. And of course, you know, they needed washing. And when I was trying to get them in the car, which was quite a feat, some of the black rubber from the car had discolored these. So they've gone through the wash once, and I'm going to try to scrub that out by hand. Anyway, even if it doesn't all come out, these are really nicely made slipcovers, and I'll use them in my art studio. Tell you, there is something so incredibly satisfying about putting some elbow grease into something and removing stains. It just reminds me of how important it is to just put some time and effort into something that is a quality piece. And I'm telling you, these slip covers were quality pieces. I don't want to spin them out completely, and then I'll just dry them a little bit and then put them out in the sun to finish drying. Now I got to throw on some clothes and go try to wrestle that other chair out of the car. Oh my goodness. I don't know how we got it in here. We got 2 of them in here. One I got out by myself yesterday. Now I'm going to try to get this one out so I can wash up the slip covers. Okay, so I'm going to look this all over. I've got some stains here. I'm gonna double duty, some spray and wash and my Sovon de Marsaille, but I'll let that soak in for just a minute. This slip cover is not as bad as the first one. I just think of like somebody actually paid a lot of money to have this chair slip covered and then just donated it when it got a few stains on it. So everywhere that I sprayed the spray and wash, I'm going to use my Sovon de Marsaille. I always keep a chunk of this for stain removal and for washing our faces and for shampooing the dog and for everything. It's so gentle and it's powerful soap. Think of all the Amish ladies in our town that do this by hand
And then they hang their clothes up to dry. Gets to be this time of year, and I want to hang my sheets out on the line to dry. Oh, there's nothing better than crawling into a bed of freshly washed and line-dried sheets, right? Can you relate? I'll wait to put these into the next wash cycle. It's another beautiful day at the lake, and so I'm gonna actually spend the day just fussing around the cottage, doing some things that I don't usually take time to do. I've been a little delayed this year in doing a spring freshen up at the cottage. You know, changing out some of the decor and putting it away and replacing it with just something fresher and prettier for these nice warm months. So I decided that one of the first places that I wanted to start was this swan that I absolutely love, but I just have felt that the finish on him was a little too grungy for me. So I just gave him a quick, fresh, dry brush coat of Casement, Fusion Mineral Paint Casement. I think I have a new place to put him. That's another thing that I like to do in a small cottage, a small home, is to just switch my decor from room to room and reimagine it in different places. I finally got busy working on this swan boat sign. JR cut the piece for me months ago, and it's about time I finished it. So yeah, you'll be able to see that probably next video. And I did a little bit of freshen up of some paint. We really just kind of do a little bit at a time as we can when it comes to renovations. So I freshen up and I make do with the situation that we have. I think this summer is going to be the summer that JR finishes off all the trim on the inside of the cottage. Okay, so here is one of the chairs. It turned out so good. I did dry this one a little bit too long and it shrunk a little, but I know that the more I sit in it, the more it's going to stretch out. So I brought that out to my little art studio / guest cottage. I'm really excited to share the update to the art cottage when we're ready, and also to share some of the ways I updated the cottage for spring. Hey, thanks so much for hanging out with us here at L&J Goods. It means so much to us when you choose to spend your time with us, and we would sure appreciate it if while you're here you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, go ahead and leave us a comment, and be sure to hit that notification bell so that you won't miss our next video. Drip, drip, drop, little April showers.
Drip, 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 now April showers.
No. Drip, drip, drop.
No, I will not.
Drip, drip,
Or
drop,
sing.
little April showers. Come on.
100 bottles of beer on the wall. 100 bottles of beer. If one of those circles is about to fall, I'll put another one back on the wall.
Drip, drip, drop, little April showers.
Drip, drip, drip. Little
No,
beer
come
off.
on, do it, do the.
No.
Yes.
I'll get you.